Subtle vectors. What are subtles? Subtles are like which can carry more than one different types of characters or things. They are the vector that can settle between more than one host. That means uh, one in E. coli and another in yeast. E. coli is an prokaryotes, while yeast is an eukaryotes. Like subtle space can carry outside, can be carry the things of outside the earth. Structure and function. Most of the vectors are useful for in eukaryotic cells are constructed as subtle vectors. In E. coli, this means that they can survive and have the genes of origin and ampicillin resistance required for replication and selection in E. coli strains. In this figure, you can see that the yeast genes and E. coli origin has been recombined like this. It has prepared this subtle vector, which has a recombinant subtle vector containing yeast genes as well as E. coli origin and genes that are antibiotic resistant. Here it is ampicillin resistant. Introduction into the E. coli and clone. These are cloned. These vectors are cloned in yeast and recovered plasmids introduced into whatever the plasmids are recovered from this particular E. coli, they are then reintroduced into yeast cells for their expression. This is a brief introduction about subtle vectors. In the desired eukaryotic cells, they can also survive into the desired host and let the target insert sequence show that effects. That is the main aim of subtle vectors. As we know, when we want to define a vector, the vector is an organism that does not cause disease itself, but which spreads infection by convening the pathogens from one host to another host. They are one type of carriers. What we know about the vectors. DNA molecule originated from a virus, a plasmid, or the cell of a higher organism, into which another DNA fragment of appropriate size can be integrated without the loss of vector capacity of self-replication. Vectors introduce foreign DNA into the host cells, which it can reproduce in a large quantity. This all thing we have learned during our vector introduction. Okay, so reasons why the subtle vectors were needed. Prokaryotic vector cannot exist and work in eukaryotic cells because the system of the both organisms are quite different. Prokaryote lack the introns, while eukaryotes consist of introns. These are the one of the basic difference. Therefore, the vectors with two origin of replications are constructed, which means they are prepared like a hybrid between which can exist in both prokaryotes also and eukaryotes also. A vector usually a plasmid constructed so that it can be propagated into different host species. Since this vector can be grown in one host and then moved into another without any extra manipulation, they are known as subtle vector. When subtle vector can travel from eukaryote to prokaryotes. This vectors has been designed to replicate into the cells of two different species. Therefore, they contain two origin of replication, one specific for the each host species, as well as those genes necessary for the replication are not provided by the host cell. So it is little bit complicated, but that is successful ratio gives very advantageous results to higher level of eukaryotic species. One of such example is YEP13, which is a vector very well known. The yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae is one of the most important organism in biotechnology. It has been quite used, very well used in biotechnological field. Development of cloning vector for yeast are initiated initially stimulated by the discovery of plasmid, and then in the present, the most strains of Saccharomyces cerevisiae are used. The 2 micrometer plasmid, as it is called, is one of the only very limited number of plasmid that is found in eukaryotic cell. Vector derived from 2 micrometer plasmid are called as yeast episomes plasmids. Some episomes contain the entire 2 micrometer plasmid, and other includes just a 2 micrometer of origin of replication. That is an excellent base of cloning vector. It has 6 kb in size, and which is ideal for a vector existing in a yeast cells at a copy number of between 270 to 200. Replication makes the use of plasmid origin, and several enzymes provided by the host cells and protein coded by uh, REP1 and REP2 genes carried by the plasmids. This is, you can see, 6 kb pair, and it has these 2 replication sites. Okay. However, all is not preferably straightforward in using this 2 micrometer plasmid as a cloning vector. First, there is a question of selectable marker. Here, genes LEU2, which is coded for beta isopropyl malate dehydrogenase, one of the enzyme involved in the conversion of pyruvic acid to leucine, is used as a marker. In order to use this as a marker, a specific kind of host organism are needed. The host must be auxotrophic mutant that has a non-functional LEUC2 gene, such as LEUC unable to synthesize leucine can survive only if the amino acid is supplied as a nutrient in the growth medium. When we talk as auxotrophic mutant, you understand that it requires certain things. It cannot grow without leucine, as it cannot produce now. Selection is possible because transformated contain a plasmid borne copy of the LUC2 gene, so far as able to grow in the absence of leucine. In a cloning experiment, cells are plated on a minimal media which contain no added amino acids, only transformed cells able to survive and form the colony. You can see this. Leucine minus yeast are there. When you go minus colonies, medium must be provided with leucine. But when there is a transfer of this gene, which carries the genes to produce that in a minimal media, this transformed cell will be able to grow, and you can take it as your targeted transformed cell. YEP13 illustrated several genes features of a yeast cloning vector, and first it was subtle vector. So it was the first subtle vector which was well studied. Okay, so this is about that vector, how it has been cloned in minimum media. You can see over here that cloning of E. coli in yeast subtle vectors such as YEP, how it is cloned. The desired gene, this red one is the desired gene, these two are integrated. Here there are 2 sites of ampicillin and tetracycline. When it has been fused, ampicillin medium, E. coli clone is chosen and purified DNA. Several clones are identified by this using this minimum medium. Now, where is it is used? It is used. It is not such a big problem. These plasmids are integrated, and it can also be purified easily.